right, everybody. I'd like to say thank you so much for all the birthday wishes y'all gave me today. Man, I needed them, man, because this is a very hard birthday for me to handle. The reason why, because this is the first time in 50 years I didn't hear from my son to wish me a happy birthday. Rodney Dwayne Williams, better known as 97.9 Magic 102 as Hot Rod Williams. And he passed away Thanksgiving 2022. And I wear this shirt because this is what he bought me for my birthday last year. So just show you, boy, life is short, y'all. You can't take nothing for granted. That's why I document everything I can, because I don't know how long I'll be here. And I want to give out as much information and much history as God has blessed me with to give to you guys. And I thank you for all the support that y'all are giving me. And most of all, I'd like to say thank you, man. I got almost pretty close to over 500 birthday wishes. And the day is still going on March 19, 2023. Robert Booley Williams' birthday. 75 years old, y'all. That's a quarter of a century. God is good, man. Here I'm 75 years old. I got my health and strength. I'm out here every day almost giving you guys all the history that God has blessed me with. And I'm giving it to you guys on social media. And I appreciate the support that y'all give me because it keeps me going on and on. And what can I say about the Jack Yates Men Luncheon, man? Them guys have stepped up to the pump, y'all, and helped me do these videos, man. They contributed and donating to me doing this video. That means the Jack Yates Men are valid, man. I thank you guys, man. Thank you. Thank Mr. Ronnie Branch for putting that together. And I thank all the guys over there at the Jack Yates Men Luncheon have donated to keep me going, man. Because this is tough, man. You know, people don't realize, man, this tough, man. I mean, I get out. But the strength of you guys make me do better. Because, man, sometimes I want to give up, man. You know, I look back at the Fabulous 50s, man. Them Negroes didn't appreciate a goddamn thing I done for them, man. I bought my own music to them. I played music that they haven't heard for years and years. I bought videos, man, of all the videos that I done for them over the last 10 years. And them Negroes didn't give me a goddamn dime, didn't say, thank you, I appreciate what you're doing. Nobody but Miss Thelma Anderson. I even took pictures, man. And only charged $5 for them pictures, man. Them pictures are every bit of $10 or $15. But I knew they on a fixed income. I only charged them $5 for them pictures. And Miss Thelma Anderson, I appreciate her and her family, Joe Anderson. They helped me, man. And along with the class of 1959 of Phyllis Wheatley. And some of the Fabulous 50, them Negroes told me I need to give it to them for free. What kind of goddamn hell of life is they living? If I was a white man, they wouldn't tell me, can I give it to them for free? They wouldn't dare ask a white man that. But I had to go through all that. I had to go through it. And it hurt. I even bought in the boy, Mr. Butler over there at Yates. I brought him in to talk to them so they can know what's going on over there at Jack Yates, 3650 Alabama. I even brought on Mr. Monroe, Gary Monroe, to let them know what's going on over there at Jack Yates. Now let me show you what them Negroes did. They didn't say nothing about they appreciate what I'm doing. But I know it's a God above, and he appreciate what I'm doing because he giving me blessings. I'm 75 years old, and I don't take no medication. No more than my blood pressure pills. And most of that because of these Negroes that I'm dealing with every day. Wanting stuff for free. That's right, free. And my gas is free. My labor is free. The videos that I'm putting together is free. So I don't know what do they expect me to do. But I didn't do it for them. I did it for Jack Yates. I did it for the history of the school. Laying down the foundation that the history of our school from 2610 Elgin, from Mr. Ryan to Mr. Holland to Dr. Caldwell to Mr. Alexander. That's what I do. I know some of them old people don't give a damn because they ain't around here too much longer. But do you think they telling their grandkids about this? I don't know. But I know their great grandkids and even the kids that are not even born yet, they'll get a chance to see it. Because these internet ain't going nowhere. These computers are here to stay. And the only way we can document our stuff and keep it secure is going through Google and YouTube. Because it ain't no guarantee how much Facebook will be here. But now let me tell you about them Negroes over there at the Fabulous 50. You know, they didn't give a damn about Yates. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. That's why the class of 59 don't even deal with them. Because the class of 59 came out of 26, they didn't come out of 2610 Elgin. They came out of our school, 3703 Sampson. And those old Negroes over there in the 50s, this is how they said, man. I was around them. I worked with them for 10 years. That ain't my school. That's Dr. Caldwell. I went from to my school is 2610 Elgin. Mr. Holland. God damn, Mr. Holland. How about the school? But they don't care about Jack Yates. That's yeah, they give some little doodly dip squad a scholarship. Whoop de doop. Them little kids that spend that money by the time they get to be a sophomore. But how much have they done for Yates? Not a goddamn thing. It's sad, but it's true. Let me finish telling you the rest of it. That's why I'm making this document about them Negroes. So that these young generations, like the 80s, they are in it. Those kids are into what I'm doing. They will support what I'm doing. Mr. Darrell Jackson, them, they supported me. Anthony Lee, they supported me. The class of 1982 with Stella, she supported me and still supporting me. Stephanie out of class of 1983, Stephanie Holcomb and Anthony Lee and Rodney, all them people support what I'm doing. That's why I do it. No, I said this. Now, this is the one that broke the straw's back, y'all. Check this out. I get my little nephew. I call him my nephew because he's just as good as my nephew. I've been knowing him ever since he was knee deep. Dr. Kendall Baker. He's on the school board. Yeah, HISD trustee school board. I tell them old Negroes over there, I say, well, I got my nephew coming through here and he want to talk to you guys and let you guys know what's going on at HISD school board. Then a week before then, almost 3 or 4 days before they meeting, they call me and tell me, well, we don't want him over here. We're doing scholarship drives, so we don't need him here. See, that just show you how much these old Negroes care about our history. They don't even give a damn. And they finna die with the history. And isn't that selfish or is that not? I don't give a damn if they look at it because it was them old Negroes sent me over to Phyllis Wheatley where I got the medal. It's them old Negroes that's sending me over to Booker T. Washington that you will see from now on. I'll be doing all the stuff from Booker T. Washington in the Fabulous 50. Them Negroes over at Jack Yates Fabulous 50, the few they got living ain't about diddly squat about helping the history that I'm doing. Let me show you another thing about them Negroes. That's right, I'm talking about them. And this will be on Google. And I hope you share it. If not, I don't care. Because I'm letting my feelings out about these Negroes. They finished at 2610 Elgin, who think they doo-doo don't stink. I get there, over there at 2610 Elgin. Baylor College of Medicine. The guy told me, say, look, Mr. Williams. This over there at Ryan Baylor College, Ryan Baylor College of Medicine. I went over there and did some history work on 2610 Elgin on Mr. Holland and Mr. Ryan. And the guy told me, say, Mr. Williams, I got a whole bunch of trophies over here that I don't know, they look like they from the 40s and the 50s. And I need them to get them out of my way because they're in my way. So if you can get anybody to come over here and get them, I know they're valuable, Mr. Williams. Just get anybody over here to come over here and pick them up and get them out of the room because I need the space. I told them Negroes over there at Jack Yates Fabulous 50, they so-called, that the men got some trophies over there, they need to get rid of them. And if they don't pick them up, the men have no other choice but to throw them in the dumpster. Do you know them Negroes didn't even make a foot or even try to get over there to get them trophies? So the man threw the goddamn trophies away. All our history, which Coach Pat Patterson won all them state championships in the 40s and the 50s. Even a state championship that Mr. Holland won in 1927. The first year Jack Yates had a football team. Thrown in the garbage. Why? Because the people from the fabulous 50s wouldn't get up off their behind and go pick the trophies up. But they don't give a damn. They got what they want. They don't care about Yates. They could care less about Yates, y'all. And I'm talking to some of these people in the 60s and 70s. They don't give a damn about Yates. They say they do, but when it's time for them to show, they don't show. And they all want to say, the young folks, they don't do this. The young people doing this, they doing that. But they don't get up off their behind and try to help the young folks. So the young folks is going out there doing the best they can. And again, I won't be doing nothing with them no more. I did enough. What I done, it wasn't for them. It was for the school of 2610 Elgin. It was for Mr. Ryan, who was the first principal there. It was for Mr. Holland, who was the second principal over there. It was for Coach Pat Patterson and all the staff, Mr. Raymond Daniels, Mr. Joe Harris, a.k.a. Chi-Chi, all of those people. Mr. James Tickner, who played football there in the Thanksgiving game of 1955. Mr. Dixon, better known as Mantan, finished in 1958. Sammy Taylor, John Solomon, all these people finished at 2610 Elgin. It was for them and also for the history of our school. Because there's no telling how long Yates, Wheatley, Worthing, Cashmere, Booker T. Washington will be in Wheatley. No telling how long they're going to be open. Like I told you, people don't want to fight no more. All they want to do is sit on their butt and complain. And so do the Republicans know this. Greg Abbott, Dan Patrick, Paxton, and Cruz, they saying every day, them Negroes ain't gonna stick together. They ain't got no unity. No matter what you do, they always gonna find something to complain about. So close these goddamn schools. Close these 5 black schools and keep it moving. And let these Negroes mumble and grumble all the goddamn way they want them. Because we ain't gonna hear them at all. Because half of them ain't gonna go and vote anyway. And the other half, they don't give a damn because they living in the suburb with the white folks. So let's do what we got to do and close these black schools, because right now, ain't but 7 open. 5 in Houston, and the other 2 is up there in Dallas. And the ones in Dallas and Fort Worth, they waiting on Houston to close down. And it will be closed down by the end of 2024 if they don't close them before. And all we gonna do is sit around and complain. And some of us we even go and patronize the Ku Klux Klan. And I ain't talking about some of these young folks. Some of these old folks are just as guilty. They're not trying to help us. All they're doing is sitting around complaining every day about how this ain't and how this ain't that and that and how it ain't used to be and all that old dumb stuff. So, again, I'm taking time out to say thank you. Because there's nothing more important than a birthday. Man, when my mother left me in 1971, that birthday, 1972, I feel it again today. Only difference is that I got a social media. Over 1,000 some people have already called and wished me a happy birthday. Thank you. But in 1972, it wasn't no social media. When my mother left me, didn't nobody call me but my stepmother up there in Lansing, Michigan. And my dad up there in Lansing, Michigan, to wish me a happy birthday. And of course, my son. He was so small, he couldn't wish me a happy birthday because he wasn't but 3 years old. So, I know how important birthdays are. It's a special day for you. It ain't celebrated for everybody. It's your birthday. It's the time that your mother gave birth to you. And I know how special it is. That's why I don't care who it is. I don't care if I don't even know them. If they're a Facebook friend of mine and I see they celebrating a birthday, I can at least wish them a happy birthday. Because it's important, man. It makes a person feel like they want it. And a lot of times people feel so unappreciated, they don't feel like they want it. And I say thank you again for y'all support and what y'all doing for me. Because God knows I miss this guy. I miss him, man. I really miss him. But I know I missed my mother in 1972 when she wasn't around for my birthday, for my 24th birthday. So I got through it. And this year I can get through it even better because I got friends like you guys. I even got friends all up in the Philippines, y'all. You hear me? In the Philippines, wishing me a happy birthday. They wished me a happy birthday last night because they almost 24 hours ahead of us. Again, thank you, Facebook family. And don't worry, I won't let them old evil devils out of the class of 50 stop us from doing what we doing. Because we on the move, ain't no stopping us now. We gonna keep on trucking. Because when ain't no one monkey gonna stop no show. Them Negroes over there at Jack Yates in the 50s, they are a bunch of monkeys. And you ain't stopping no show because I took the show over to Booker T. Washington as of this week. And when they did that old crazy stuff before, I say, well, now, give them a second chance. Maybe they don't know what I'm doing. And you know they did the same thing before, almost 6 or 7 years ago. That's why I went to Phyllis Wheatley. Edward, his name is Eddie Well. Finished out of Phyllis Wheatley in 1959. He was helping me. And he told me, he said, Bully, don't worry about these Negroes. They don't appreciate you. Let's go out to Fifth Ward, man, and take your equipment, and I'll be with you. And let's go out there and start video and stuff out there in Fifth Ward. And trust me, boy, it was a complete difference. Don't take my word. I posted many times. I'm the only one out of Third Ward, out of Jack Yates, that went out to Fifth Ward and walked across Phyllis Wheatley stage to get a purple and white medal for Artist C. Boy Vaughn. I'm the only one that ever did that. Debbie Allen, Felicia Allen, Johnny Nash, all them people that went through Jack Yates never done what I done. Ain't bragging, this is just facts. And trust me, I've been dealing with Phyllis Wheatley ever since. Jack Yates 69, they class, they acted a damn fool. That wasn't no big deal. Phyllis Wheatley over there, year 69, they loved it. Phyllis Wheatley class of 1959, they loved it. I still posted it up. I even posted in Jack Yates Men and Jack Yates Fabulous 50 and Jack Yates Men 2 and Jack Yates Roaring 70s. And ain't nobody gonna do a goddamn thing about it because those are the pages that I put together. And even put it in Cashmere page. And Booker T. Washington page, because those are the pages I put together for these schools. Because these schools need to be recognized. And I didn't do that yesterday. I did that almost 6-7 years ago. I'm way ahead of the game. I ain't new to the game, I'm true to the game. I'm just telling you like it is, y'all. And again, thank you. I can't say thank you enough for the support y'all giving me for my 75th birthday. That's 1/4 century. And I don't have no back problem, no leg problem. God is good, man. But again, I miss the old boy Rodney Hot Rod Williams, man. You know, just a little bit about him. He finished from Madison 1988. The boy had a heck of a career. The boy did things I even ain't done. I hadn't even talked to, the boy even talked to Michael Jordan. Had a good conversation with Magic Johnson because my daddy and Magic Daddy was neighbors. And Magic used to throw our papers for years. And my brother up in Las Vegas is the best friend of Mr. Magic Johnson's father, Magic Irvin Johnson Sr. Ain't had no problem with Magic Johnson. When he told Magic Johnson about him being a paper boy, Magic just went unglued. You say, how did he wind up getting all that? Because he used to do the sport for 97.9 The Box before he got to be a disc jockey and got the name Hot Rod. He worked at 97.9 The Box. And then he got on the air. Scorpio put him on the air. I didn't want him to do it, but that's his life, so he took on to a DJ. And then later on, when Clear Channel sold the station out to Magic 102, and then he wound up working over there with Carl and Funky Larry John, whatever his name is. I know he's a good disc jockey. Funky Larry Jones. And also he was telling me about this young lady when she first came here, and she's a super disc jockey. He was telling me about she was gonna be good, and she is good. Candy Easton. That's right, Candy Easton. And my son used to let Candy use his car, he told me, when she first got down here from Boston. And then he went on to work as a juvenile detention officer over there on West Dallas. And then when they closed the West Dallas location and moved it downtown, he went downtown to work downtown. And one of the funniest things that I ever heard, he used to call me every morning. And one morning he called me, and he hear the noise in the background. He told a young man, he say, look, man, I ain't gonna tell you no more to pull up your goddamn pants. Say, I can whoop your ass and your mama ain't gonna say a goddamn thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? This we talking to one of them kids, man. And the next thing I see this kid say, yes, sir, Mr. Williams. That let you know these kids will mind. And he disciplined them kids over there. And there's some bad kids. Some of these kids didn't commit murders, robberies, armed robberies. These ain't no kids that shot hooky from school. No, ain't them kind of kids over there at the juvenile detention center. And you never hear about the juvenile detention center being in the news, somebody dying, a couple. No. It's just a thing that Rodney Williams was called to do. He had a good life. One time he worked for the NFL, man. A job that I never thought I could get. He was a spotter. He could go to any NFL game across the country as long as the Houston Texans wasn't playing. And I think one of the most memorable moments that I can think about is when he was working as a spotter. Two things. I heard the guy say his name over the air. And then another one time, this is one that I knew this kid had a lot of, not me, my daddy had energy. So I inherited the energy from my daddy, y'all. I inherited this energy from my mother, y'all. This ain't all about Robert Boo Lee Williams. No, this is God and the DNA where I come from. And one time, he did a Houston Texan game, and he loved the Cowboys. Oh man, he loved the Cowboys dirty dog. He was brought up with the Cowboys. And oh yeah, he went to all the Cowboys. If the Cowboys weren't playing on Sunday with the Houston Texans, Rodney was in the game. And he wouldn't have to pay for nothing except his transportation. And his auntie lived up there in Dallas. Her name was Linda Waller. And he would stay all night at Linda's house after the game and drive back to Houston. And one time he did the Houston Texan game, who played at 12 o'clock, and he drove after the game. It was about 4 o'clock. He said, Papa, I ain't got time. I got to run way out here, down I-45. I'm on the way here to get in the game to see the Cowboys play the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm on the way, Pop. So I'll give you a holler when I get there. Say be safe. And do you know that was a Sunday night game? And he went there. It ain't a Monday night game that the Cowboys played up in Dallas that he didn't go. And like I say, he worked for the NFL. He can go anywhere in the country and except for playoffs and Super Bowls. Regular season, he can go anywhere in the country to any NFL games he want to go to. Only thing he has to do is pay for his gas and his room and board. The game and parking is free. The boy lived a good life, y'all. So I'm just not gonna hold you any longer. My last thing is to tell you, thank you. I can't tell you, but thank you enough for the birthday wishes you give me, for all the support you give me by giving you all this history. And I'm giving it to you because God telling me to give it to you. That's my calling. People went to school with me, they'll tell you, man, Boo Lee don't know a damn thing. That boy was dumb in school. I wasn't dumb, I just didn't go to the classes. That's all. But God gave it me to witness. And I will make another video about the history of all the good smiles that I did. Again, thank you, Facebook family. Thank you. God knows. Take it. All praises to God. Thank you.